Utah's real estate is as diverse as its climates. From the summits of Park City all the way to the red rocks of St. George, Utah's real estate is bursting with character. Utahns love their real estate.
But it's always evolving and changing, whether somebody wants to sell it or remodel it.
This is Utah Real Estate Essentials.
Well, it's just so fun. Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going to a unique home. This is actually one of my rentals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal. So down in
It
Utah
is.
County, this one, I've owned this house for probably about 10 years now, and one of my rentals, and now it's time to sell.
Oh.
Market's hot, and
It's a
my
pretty
renters
home.
moved out. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nice little community down in Pleasant Grove. It's called Apple Grove, and it's a kind of a community feel. It's got like walking paths that go through. It's got a private park right in the, as part of the HOA, and this was a good little property. I picked this, like I said, about 10 years ago, and I've had it for a while. And you know, like good rentals, you move into it for a little while, and you get the right interest rate, and then you move on, right?
Well, that's part of being in real estate, right?
Yeah. So you buy them, you turn around, and so this one now I'm turning around and selling it. And this one, these ones sell really well. I mean, they're really popular. Single family homes, nice little HOA, real popular. And the nice thing about this one, I've priced it real aggressively to sell.
Well, you told me about that, and I was surprised. And this really is that type of home that people are going to see, and it's right in that wheelhouse where things are moving really quickly.
Yeah.
But it's a great home. It's great price, like you said, the way you've done it, and you have some great finishes in here too, Jay. This
It's
is
nice and clean, isn't it?
It is.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we consider this a bit of a starter home, like a first home, but it is finished out really well. And when I lived there for a quick little bit that I lived there, it was nice, really convenient little property. And take a look. Some nice little finishes in there.
And I love that, and I love the Pleasant Grove community. And you always do such a good job with what you do. Like I say, making it clean and nice and current. And so, yeah.
And so this one's a really good value. The last 3 that have sold in this neighborhood sold at $325, and the renters are moved out. So I'm just going to sell it. So I've got it at $309.9.
Jay, this is going to fly.
Yeah.
Like seriously, this is going to be a multiple offer situation on this probably. This is a great home.
Yeah. I've lived in a lot of houses. I mean, I can't even tell you how many houses, but this one actually laid out really well. The only thing, it had the master upstairs, and had a lot of cool things going for it. It had the laundry on the main floor as you go upstairs here, and I lived here for, I don't know, not very long, but in the master bedroom, it had this room behind it, as you can see, and it just kind of had it open. It was constructed, and so I put a secret door in there to make this huge closet. And if I would have stayed, which I didn't stay very long, but I'd actually finished that out. You can actually see the bookcase right there.
You sure can.
You actually push on that, and that opens into a secret room behind it.
That's brilliant.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, who hasn't dreamed of that?
And
that's
I was
fun.
thinking, my plan there was I was going to put one of those dream closets that you have. You go walk into, and it's got that center, that center thing that go, center
little
where all
island
your,
right there.
And that was kind of the idea, because it had a really nice sized master, and then that big huge closet would be perfect. It's got another 2 bedrooms upstairs, and the basement's unfinished, so you could easily finish another 2 bedrooms down the basement.
Yeah, and I like
plus
that.
Plus the family room. So you're about 2,500 square feet, and I put those kind of fake beams in there also. And
I love it.
Cool.
Nice touch. Like I said, you see this, you do this, you add those nice touches. I think it's great.
And so this one, you're talking 2,500 square feet. Right now it's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, but it's got another room for another 2 baths in the basement. Or another 2 bedrooms and another bath and another family room down there. Take a look at the wall.
That. Yeah, what do you call it? Shiplap, right? Is that what it's called?
You know what? I actually took pallets. I took pallets and cut the pallets apart and then stained them.
That's brilliant. That's such a nice look.
And I had a hot tub in the back right there, as you can see. Kind of had this kind of decorative thing that went around, and the hot tub set in there. Now the renters have been in there forever, but that, for $309, that's a pretty good one.
That really is.
So Clay, for this one, we're headed down to Heber Valley, and we know this house, right?
Oh my word! I remember when you first had this. This is an amazing home, Jay.
Yeah. Take a look at the landscaping on this house. You're sitting on almost 6.5 acres in the Heber Valley, and it is perfectly laid out in this most beautiful cul-de-sac. And all the houses sit on lots of this size that are just amazing like this. And the beautiful landscaping is absolutely amazing. And these people decked this house out, made it absolutely beautiful. Now, if you notice up there behind, it's got some beautiful views of Timpanogos.
It does, amazing views. And you know what I love is the property on this. You see a lot of these high-end homes, Jay, and I'm surprised how close they are to one another. This is always what I've imagined if I had a big home, to have that kind of space around the home.
Take a look at the beautiful views that they have right there. And as we're flying over the top, of course, you can't miss that there's a baseball park, but that's not in the park next to it. That's part of your landscaping. You got your own baseball field in the back. And then behind that, you can see where the Heber Creeper, which only runs, a couple times a year or whatever that is, it's right out the back. So during those special times, during the winter or whatever, watch the Heber Creeper
go by. The Polar Express goes by.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That is.
There's a nice aerial shot. This is a magnificent property. You can see there's so many things going for this property, but the number one thing I want to talk about is the seller has made about a 10% price reduction.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is.
I mean, on a property of this size, about $3 million, he's made about a $350,000 price reduction.
That's huge.
It is huge because the land alone on this property is worth its weight in gold. You know what I mean? And its location is beautiful. On the inside, you can see they spared no expense. And as we go around and look at this property, it's absolutely amazing. They really put a lot of time and money, but they've got some stuff. They're going to be down in southern Utah, and so they're not going to be in the area. So they're going to sell this property, and a 10% price reduction when you're at around $3 million. So right now we're at 2.649.
That is, this is the time to buy a property like this, Jay. And I was just talking to a specialist, kind of an analyst on this, and they said, you know what? In 5 years, this is the type of property where you're going to see the equity just dramatically go up. Right. And look at the finishes in this.
Yeah. Well, because the location and where it's at, you can't replace this. Heber Valley just doesn't have these really nice lots on this nice cul-de-sac, nice, location, parks, and all this kind of stuff right there next to, the lakes that are right in that area.
If you love skiing and the outdoors, you can't be in a better location.
That's right. If we could move this up to Park City, this house would be, this house probably would be $12 million.
And really, you're only, 30 miles from Park City?
Yeah.
And you have those ski resorts, the canyons right there in between Park City, and oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
You
got your own basketball court. I mean, it's got heated floor in there. I mean, decked out your home theaters on the main floor. You got your big office right there. And the special property going downstairs, which is more considered kind of a lower level on this one, almost like a two-story that you enter in on the second floor on this home. And this one, you get us a big space. Of course, there's still great views down on this level. But one of the nice things about, I want to talk about the landscaping, because the landscaping, you think of a house this size, on 6.5 acres, you'd spend a lot of money on landscaping. But they've got a local guy that lives around there that maintains all the thing really inexpensive. He's retired, and that's what he used to do, and so he loves this sort of thing, and so he does super inexpensive.
Yeah.
And he wants to continue to do it.
And that is great, because if you can find a setup like that in this situation, and again, you got the pool, you have the basketball court,
indoor pool.
Diamond.
I mean, so this is the outbuilding. This is almost like the guest quarters right here, and it's got the indoor swimming pool, it's got the hot tub, and it's got a living area above the pool. It's got 2 kitchens in this building alone.
Yeah. And
so you can be barbecuing out there, and there's some of those beautiful views. This is kind of the back, you kind of consider the east part of the property, where they used to have a track out there for the kids to, race their motorcycles.
BMX and motorcycles, yeah.
Pretty cool, but you could do a lot of things with that.
This is like straight off of Cribs.
Oh, it really is. I mean, if you think about it, this is straight off of Cribs. This is somebody's dream home. They've moved on, and now it's a really incredible value. And there you go. That's 2.6499. This is, and look at that roof line.
Oh, architecture is amazing.
So you're buying a new house, and what if something breaks in the first year? Ask your agent to get an Elevate home warranty. We cover major systems like your appliances, your plumbing, your electrical, your hot water heater, your furnace, your garage door opener, and we also do rekey. So next time you buy a house, just don't buy any old home warranty, buy an Elevate home warranty.
Looking around the state, let's head over to Park City and see what's trending with the David Lawson team.
Yeah, as you can see, we're right here on the slopes of the Canyons Village, part of the Park City Resort. One-car garage, which is very unique for these units right up here.
Yeah, because usually when you have a condo, you don't have a parking spot. You just park maybe in a parking lot, right?
That is correct, and those can be a hassle or get full real quick.
Yeah, as we're heading inside. So this is right there where all the development and everything is going on up in Park City, right?
Oh yeah, there's new restaurants going in, new condos, flats, a lot more expensive than this one and right in the same location.
Yeah, and lots of restaurants, and it's really getting to be kind of the place to be.
Oh yeah, it's the new Park City, and you can walk to good shopping, to the gondola, and all the other amenities that are here.
Yeah, and so this house, or this condo, is already it had a price reduction, right?
It did, a huge price reduction. Sellers are motivated, went from $925 to $865.
Wow, that's really good. So how many bedrooms and baths are we talking about on this?
This one has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 1,452 square feet. That is very big for one of these units.
Yeah, for a condo, my first house was probably about 1,500 square feet. So you're right there, and that was 3 bedrooms. So that makes for a lot of space.
Oh yeah, it gives extra space to the great room and dining and kitchen. And then also there's a nice big balcony off the back that has access to a private hot tub, which is very nice.
Oh man, it's got everything. So it's got the location, it's got good size, got a couple bedrooms. Now, are these usually set up that people live here, or do they rent them out, or what do they do?
You can do both here. A lot of people use them for when they want to visit Park City and go skiing or enjoy the summer activities, and then they'll VRBO or rent it out in a pool during the times when they don't need to use it and help offset the costs and make a little money.
That's perfect. So you can have that second home, have it paid for, or the majority of it paid for, and then you got the location, you got a place to go, you always got a nice. This is a dream little property for somebody.
Oh yeah, and a good investment too, because you also have inflation that'll increase your equity.
Yeah, and there's that hot tub we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
So Thad, if somebody wanted more information about this property, how would they contact you?
Then call me at 435-640-5133.
Headed down to the Arches and Canyonlands National Park, let's see what's popular on Moab with Rachel Moody.
Hi Jay, welcome back to Moab, and thank you for coming with me up to this area called Pat Creek Ranch. We are about 20 minutes southeast from Moab City Center, and we're about to take a look at a home that sits right on Pat Creek, sitting on about 9 acres.
Yeah, you can see it's got some nice flat land there, and then they've got some lush vegetation, which means there's got to be water, right?
Oh, absolutely. And water in the desert is definitely cherished. This home sits perched right above the creek, which is a year-round stream, and it gives you such a wonderful, tranquil feeling with the sound of the creek running through the entire home.
Yeah, water in the desert. There's nothing better than that.
I know, it's fantastic.
Just beautiful. And look at this walkway as you walk down here. They've done some beautiful landscaping.
The landscaping's fantastic, with quite a few different outdoor patio areas where you can enjoy the views and the tranquil setting from multiple directions of the home at different times of day.
And as we go inside, this is amazing.
It is stunning. I love this room. This 75-foot lap pool is fantastic. You also have your opening doors that take you out to the multiple patios off of this room, so you get a good bit of indoor and outdoor living here.
Yeah, and those beautiful beams and all the art they have in there. And now look at this. So we're going into the great room, which is just amazing.
It is fantastic. It's finished off with cork floors, linoleum. Also has recycled crushed glass, concrete countertops. A lot of great custom iron work that was done specifically for this home. It really is just a fantastic setting, a fantastic room.
This would be like the perfect getaway if you wanted to get away with your family and get up to the desert. You've got the stream running out there. You've got your water inside. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, this is...
Yes, we find this one to be very tranquil, very much a sanctuary. It's just a very peaceful, quaint place. It's all on one level, so it's all accessible. And these big, large beams are actually Salt Lake City trestle wood, which the Great Salt Lake Historic Trestle Wood.
Wow, very cool. And lots of really good views out the windows also.
Absolutely. And this is the guest room. It doubles as an office. It has this hidden Murphy bed. So this room could be used for multiple uses.
Yeah, you can tell they're just beautiful colors in the wood they put in there. Very nice, beautiful home.
It's very nice. And this home is post and beam construction, but it also has straw bale insulation, which is quite popular in our area. It is a great way of insulating a home to give you maximum energy efficiency.
Yeah, that's great. And then just the way you want it, if you're going to be down there in Moab, you want some really good insulation, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. It also has a 2-car garage that comes with the home. So you have 9 acres, this beautiful 3,370 square foot home, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and then also a 2-car garage. And the master suite here faces off towards the LaSalle Mountains and has direct access out into the patio and a path that takes you down to the creek. They also focused on a lot of added storage by giving you floor-to-ceiling closets with added shelving to store as much as you need.
Yeah, look at all those wood windows. Those are so nice. Those are really expensive to install. They're really good for insulation.
Yes, and here we go down towards the creek, which is just a lovely, lovely attribute to this home.
Yeah, and so they've got a little creek that a little walking path that goes down to the creek.
Yeah. They do. And here's Pat Creek running for you. Even though we're at a low water year, we still have water up at the top of the mountains. So this is a great benefit for being in the desert and having the water as well.
Yeah, this is a standout property, and somebody must have really loved this one, and somebody that buys this one is going to get a real treasure.
As well as having a tied into the grid solar system as well. So lots of extras.
Lots of going on for this property. So Rachel, if somebody wanted more information, how would they reach out to you?
They should call me on my cell phone. It's 435-260-8245, or they can go to my website, moabrico.com.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
Zippy Girl here. What can we do to help you today?
So I just purchased a new home and I'm looking for a place to store my stuff and declutter. What options and benefits can I get from Zippy Shell?
No worries. Zippy Shell to the rescue. Our declutter solution was just the first step. Now we have one of your containers in our secure and climate-controlled warehouse. When you need to be out of your current house, we'll come in with several more shells that you can load, and then we'll keep them in storage along with your original container until you are ready. Once your new house is completed and you're ready to move in, then we'll bring all of your containers back up to your new home. And remember that you can do the loading and unloading yourself, or you can have Zippy Shell do it for you at a very affordable rate. When your new house has been completed and you're ready to move in, then we'll take all of your containers and bring them to your new home. And remember that you can do the loading and unloading yourself, or you can have Zippy Shell do it for you at a very affordable rate. And that's what Zippy Shell is, portable storage and moving made simple. You can contact us through zippyshell.com and let them know that Zippy Girl sent you.
So Clay, we've seen a lot of appreciation, which is really good for all the people that have invested in real estate, right?
Absolutely.
We love it.
Yes.
But now we're dealing with some affordability issues. And so the question is, what do we do?
Well, that's the big challenge. Last year, if you look at where the median sales price was, along the Wasatch Front, as an average, it was $258,000. This year, it's jumped all the way up to $285,000. So those two numbers basically switch places. Well, incomes we've seen go up a little bit, but not to that proportion. So now what Mike and I have been doing, we've been kind of sharing with, educating people on, okay, what are some creative ways that you can get into this house still and still afford it, make your payment affordable.
Exactly.
And there's a couple of techniques that we do, and it's just phenomenal how we utilize them.
Right. The Home Ready program, it actually helps out to lower the interest rates, lower the actual mortgage insurance on the programs, and that helps out with affordability. There's something called LLPAs, called loan level price adjustments. And what that means is they're going to take a look at your FICO score and your down payment, and they're going to come up with a formula on what your interest rate costs are going to be on the loan. This Home Ready program drops those dramatically, and it helps out a major way in affordability.
It does. The thing is, you always look, it's always been FHA, right? It's going to be the most affordable payment.
Yeah. Well, what everybody look to, right?
Yeah, it's 3.5% down. Well, on this program, it's just 3% down.
Oh, really?
And so you have a 3% down, and then the other thing is you have a reduced monthly mortgage insurance. So with no loan level price adjusters, like he said, and the mortgage insurance difference on a $300,000 home, compared to a normal 3% conventional, the payment is $150 lower per month.
That's exactly what we need.
Yeah, it's exactly what we need, and it makes it very affordable.
Because we want the house, but we don't want all those funny fees in there, right?
That's right. That's right.
It gets all those fees down.
Yes.
I like this.
And if you decide, hey, I want a bigger house versus the saving of $150, you can actually get almost $30,000 more of a house. So it helps solve this affordability problem too, because we know all the house prices are going up.
Let's head down to the Red Rocks of St. George and see what the Ames team is up to.
Well, Jay, this week we have a great property for someone who likes kind of that rustic mountain look in St. George, Utah.
Yeah, very appropriate. This one's on Log Lane, right?
It is. It is. Doesn't get better than that. A log cabin house on a log lane in St. George, Utah.
Yeah, how about that? So this must have been built a little while ago, or when was this built?
This home was built in the late 1980s, and this house, in terms of design and style, and the logs and the interior beam work, this is a fabulous property, Jay.
Yeah, and it's really expensive to build houses like this, right?
Oh, absolutely. The cost of this type of a home versus a sheetrock type house is easily 50% more for this type of construction.
Yeah, it looks like they did a really good job. They notched all the wood. I mean, it's all sealed up and everything.
Yep. Has huge wood beams, has full turn logs in it, granite countertop. This property has new AC in it, Jay, so it's all set for the summer months.
Yeah, beautiful property. It's so unique to see something like this in St. George.
Right. And the house is rustic in every way. It has wood flooring in it, has knotty pine cabinets.
Yeah, it lays out really well. I love it. Big kitchen, opens up to a nice little dining room, and that wood feel just kind of carries through the whole thing.
Yep. The whole house has that rustic finish. Whether you to put this house in Bryan Head or in Jackson Hole, this is that dream log home you've been looking for. But this log home cabin just got lost on its way to Bryan Head and ended up here in St. George.
But that's kind of perfect because a lot of people go down to St. George to kind of enjoy, it's like a second home or something, and the log cabin's perfect for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. In this property, currently it's about a 0.6 acre lot, but this person with the adjoining neighbors are buying a 2 acre parcel behind this, and they'll be able at some point in the future, either the current owner or the future buyer of this property, to pick up almost a half an acre to add onto the back of this property, taking it to almost 1.2 acres, which would enable horse property and that type of thing.
Oh, that's great. So they're going to merge property together to make it more valuable, kind of like Monopoly, basically.
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's
good
correct.
for them. And so is this the master we're in right here?
This is the master, in fact, yes.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, they really did some nice touches and made it all come together. It looks like a show home.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just got all the rustic finishes throughout. Everything about this house is rustic, mountain, log home finish. Everything about it.
And look at that, you got the water that comes right out of the rock right there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody really loved this property, spent a lot of time, money, and effort putting this thing together.
That's true.
Yeah.
They did, in fact. And this property, Jay, it's only minutes from downtown Washington. You're probably 5 to 7 minutes from downtown Washington. You're about 10 to 12 minutes from the St. George area. This property is only about 15 to 20 minutes away from Sand Hollow for both boating and or ATVing. And on this property, you can actually ride ATVs from your property.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's perfect, because that's what you want to have with a log cabin. You want to be able to have all your stuff, but then you're really close to the city, which is really nice also. So you get all the benefits of going to the grocery store and being able to go on those beautiful hikes that are around and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this property, another benefit, it sits on a dead-end street, so it's quiet in that regard. But the backyard, look at these mature trees. This is like a park in the backyard, Jay, with all the things you could do. It's got a fire pit back there.
Wow.
It's got a concrete basketball hoop and so forth. The backyard, tons of playroom.
Yeah, that's a really special property. You don't run into that every day, but somebody really loved that home.